What's up? What's up? What's up? This is more fun. Third quarter tonight, favorite quarter of the season, Ryan? It's certainly one of them. Man, Johnny, first blowout in a long time. Yeah, no kidding. Zach LaVine is all right. I don't know if you're referring to the ankle that caused him to rest a few days, or just generally speaking, Zach LaVine is all right. Because either way, the answer is yes. Big Dave had to do a hard reset on his tech gear, so hopefully we'll have him on in a few, as well as our guy John Sabine. Hope you all had a nice weekend. Enjoyed that Mets win on Sunday. Marcellus Vooch is a sick monster. Very sick monster. Chris, at least the Bulls are winning. Come on, Cubs. I haven't even checked in with the Cubbies tonight. How are they doing? They did pretty well on Sunday when yours truly was at the beautiful Friendly Confines. What up, JR? Welcome in, buddy.
What is this team?
Jonathan!
What is happening?
We're
this?
We're playing a shorthanded team and actually destroying them like we should.
I think the Pacers are bad, too.
Yeah. But, even achieving that has been a challenge this season. So,
I mean, yeah. But this is a wonderful feeling.
It is.
People might get to rest a little bit. Who knows?
Man, although I do still need some solid points from LeVert for my parlay to hit in the fourth quarter.
I love this. I think gambling Matt is my new favorite version of Matt.
For now. I'm sure it's going to get old.
Thank you so much, Book Jones. My goodness.
Thanks, Book Jones. Appreciate you. What up, Lakina?
Oh, Lakina in the house. When Lakina's in the mix, it's going to be a good time.
Always. Carlos, happy Tuesday to you as well. Adam said, so we agree Denzel doesn't need to play anymore. John, that may have been my favorite 2-minute stint in all of Denzel Valentine's NBA minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
He gets crossed up ankle breaker shacked and a fooled, and then turns it over with dumb dribbling through the trees on the other end. And then Billy Donovan says, hey, buddy, grab some bench.
Denzel Valentine went back to his home planet.
Oh, my goodness.
Where's Poochie? But that's what it feels like with him. Like, I'm good on him. I'm good on him. I don't need to see him anymore.
Nope.
He's done, I really don't.
He's done.
I'm all set. But, like, this has been that third quarter that was, like, extending the lead. Like, what?
Yeah. Dude, Vooch just putting on a show. I think he had 14 in the quarter. He's got like Zach, 26, 12, and 5.
And Zach and him.
I can't get over the fact that there are still Bulls fans who think it was dumb that we got that guy.
You can't ever think it's dumb because we don't know. And what drives me nuts is also like when people talk about contracts. I'm like, you're not paying them.
Yeah, right.
Like you're not paying them. Like you don't really care about the contract. You do not care. Like in some way, like Felicio stuff, like that stinks. But like his contract's not going to prevent us from anything.
Right. Exactly.
It's only bad when it prevents you from signing someone who would normally sign with you. Like, or if they're straight up injured and they don't play. Like Mavs fans are doing the same thing with KP where they're like, oh, mistake. And like, no, it wasn't. Like,
right.
No, he's Mr. Glad. Now we know, but like, oh well.
Attilio says, hello guys, greetings from Portugal. What's up, Portugal? Bulls fan. Happy to have you.
Always wanted to visit.
Me too.
I've only been to the Azores, which I think it technically counts, but it was not mainland. Speaking of the Azores, Big Dave's here.
The man, the myth, the legend, the Azor.
What's up, fellas?
Big Dave.
Sorry, I had to reset my computer. It wasn't agreeing with Hot Mic for some reason. So
they were having a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Like our pal Fred in reality.
Oh Lord, what did I walk into? Okay.
Nothing. That's just like the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of difference of opinion is Fred and reality.
He's Skip Bayless. Like, you know how Skip Bayless, like after that Gonzaga UCLA game, was like, that wasn't that good of a game.
Yeah.
Like he tweeted something out, and you're just like,
no.
Okay.
He said it was. He said it was a lucky shot.
Yeah.
He said the game was good, but the shot was lucky. It was a lucky shot, but it was a great classic. It was a classic.
It can still be a fantastic game.
Yes, fantastic.
If anything, the lucky shot does not take away from the greatness. It enhances it, I would say.
Agreed.
Right.
No argument.
And it's like, why do you watch sports? And it's like, oh, he just commits to this bit. And I think Fred just commits to a bit. Like,
okay.
Because I've never met a man I disagree with more on everything. He can somehow say something, and it's like, we've never agreed. Like, that's impressive.
I can't wait for the day where you all do. I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm sure. I think it's gonna. I think Kirk Heinrich is like a good thing. And there's like I think Wendell. He wasn't a big Wendell guy. I think that was like we had.
No, he liked Wendell. No, he was.
Oh,
a big
never mind then. Dang it.
He was a big one. Where are y'all at? Right
I just saw Kobe White make a ridiculous layup. 9 minutes.
Tell me when you're watching the replay.
Okay.
Tell me when the replay starts.
Oh God, you guys are way ahead.
Replay starting now.
I'm in the second quarter.
Dude, that little scoop underhand layup floater off the glass, that was pretty.
He's feeling good tonight.
Thanks for the tip, Adam, who said, great to see you guys tonight, Big Dave and Matt.
How you feel, man?
Our John hater is back in the building, you guys.
Hey.
I don't know what happened.
It's always good to see John.
Always good to see John. That's a fact.
He gave his money and he's spending his time. If he really hated it, he wouldn't be doing that.
This is a fair point, John.
Jorge also checking in from Portugal.
Jorge!
Portugal, rise up.
Jorge is an island, John.
What? What did you say?
Adding some, I think, geographical context to your. You said you've been to Cora.
The Azores. It was an island. I know it's an island. I was on a boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were on a boat, then.
And I said I hadn't been to the mainland.
There was probably an island.
Yeah. A peninsula is 3 sides.
Correct.
Of water. An island is all.
Mm-hmm.
Like
an isthmus is like this. This is Geography Outcasts.
Hey, my favorite show.
A mesa. Guys, this feels fantastic.
Yes,
it does. Oh, as does the tip from Miller Time, who said, I got you, John.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thanks, Miller Time. Johnny said, I'm so happy to see Kobe be Kobe again. He can be such a killer scorer. Thank you. I
love that point.
Take the pressure of asking that 20-year-old kid to be our starting point guard. Take that pressure away and tell him, hey, go score off the bench. Go light him up off the bench.
Have you noticed? Have you found yourself with this team? There's now there's more likable players. Like I don't know if it's the newness, but like there's a lot of the last team. Like when half the people that were in, I'd be like, oh, I don't like watching them. And I feel like I like a lot of them now.
Yes and no. I think winning and how they look has a lot to do with it too. And how they're playing and things. But I mean, you got rid of guys you didn't like anyway. You know,
Cornette,
you didn't like Wendell. You didn't like
Wendell.
Right,
like they cleared
you didn't
out.
like them. You weren't fond of any of those.
I did not like watching them.
Right. And so when they get rid of that and they bring in guys and good guys that they replace with like Matt's new favorite player Daniel Theis and guys like Troy Brown Jr. who have been good for us too, and Javonte Green and even Al Farouk Aminu, like. Those are all guys you liked previously when they weren't here.
Yeah,
you know
that's so funny. Yeah.
Did you guys? Go ahead, John.
No, you go.
I was just going to say, speaking of Brown, did you hear that amazing new Stacey King turn of phrase tonight when he made that awesome hustle play on defense? He said, "What does Brown do for you?" Like the old UPS slogan.
Oh yeah, he was saying that last one. Yeah. It's all Stacey, man.
That's the first time I heard him say it. I must have missed it the last time.
I've only heard him miss in my head. I've only heard him miss on one nickname, and that was Young Pip. That's the only nickname I've heard him miss on.
One man's trash.
One man's trash. That's my nickname for him, baby.
Yo.
OMT.
Watching him against he was so bad against the Mavericks. I was getting such joy.
Yeah.
It was like double joy.
Hand, John.
I was watching. I was like, I was here for watching the Hutch too. I was like, and to see him fail, it was like schadenfreude in a bad way that made me feel like a bad person. But also, like, I was like, yeah, don't talk that. Like, don't tweet that. Like, put 2 good games together. Score 20.
Oh, we ain't calling foul no more.
We just got hacked.
Oh my gosh, we just let that. How you just let that go?
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Jakar!
Return Jakar! Adam said, random question, ever a chance we can get Alana to jump on Outcasts? We should have invited Alana on at some point. I actually
too busy.
Listen to her and
exchange with her on Twitter tonight. She was watching the Heat game, and she said, I really don't like Grayson Allen. And my response was, does this ever need to be said?
Yeah.
Like, does anyone
Who likes
actually like Grayson Allen?
That's a great question.
His name's Grayson, and his last name's Allen. Like, he's such a Grayson Allen, right?
He's such a Grayson Allen, yeah. It's all hateable. Even the school he went to. Like, it's all hateable about him.
He got the sleeve. Because once he hated Redick, and once he got the sleeve, I mean, his name is JJ. Like, we hated him. He got a sleeve, and we're like, that guy's all right. When do we play the Heat again? I feel like that would be a good
Oh yeah, good call.
Alana game.
Pull up the old schedule.
Nice. Good D. I liked it.
Bulls Heat April 24th, 7 p.m.
It's a Saturday, I believe, right?
Let's do it.
We'll reach out. Someone reach out.
It is.
Give it to him, Kobe.
Saturday,
Dang it. Come on, man. See him. Come on, Kobe. He was wide up. Come on.
No, Kobe's not a fan of seeing things, Dave.
God, how did you not see him right there?
Hey, Matt, just like you, I bow to your knowledge on meat. I'm gonna go ahead and say, when you said Larry getting off of meat, his whole game changed. I'm gonna go with on hair. When Kobe changed his hairstyle, his whole game changed.
Oh, interesting. When he got rid of the big, like, sideshow Bob Pro.
Correct. When he got rid of the fro, if the first thing that went away was refs stopped calling fouls for him, because he used to get to the line frequently.
Yep.
Because when you get hit and your hair's flopping, it looked like something.
Did you see that shot that Tomas made, but then it was called off?
Yeah, I did.
He fell crazy. He felt like that was the craziest thing. He fell sideways.
Not really a charge, even though it is. I just don't want it to be.
God, he just looks big.
Oh man, dude, I like Harris. Oh, nice block, Vooch. I like Harris LeVert so much.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. I would have loved to get him in a trade if possible.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going for a contract right now. It's like he's killing the Pacers because he's like, I got to get paid. I just had kidney cancer.
Right. Yeah. Although, I mean, in games like tonight, when you got no Sabonis and no Brogdon, it's like, dude, LeVert, go for it, buddy.
Yeah, true. I just got back and you said Bulls Heat April 24th. Are you going to that game? No. That's
No, we're just talking about bringing our pal Lana on to join us on Outcasts, and Heat Bulls would be a prime opportunity to do that.
Chandler Hutchison is the king of Miss Dunks. I saw it on Twitter, and it reminded me of the Outsiders last year.
It's really sad that something so pathetic reminded you of us.
Well, yeah, you saw what we were dealing with. You were there.
I mean, the fact that was
Rob, you were there.
Those were the years that we got to be on television where the Bulls were those years. That is crazy.
Harder to make great TV when you're watching trash, but we made great TV with trash, which is why people like us.
I mean, it was so brutal.
It's easy money.
In a way, I honestly made it easier.
Because for you, yes, man. Yeah.
In my natural state of being unimpressed and hating my life.
Watching Kendall get depressed was like,
ooh.
He got down.
Yeah, he did.
Man.
Slumped in that chair, just
what was it? Game 3, the campaign experiment is over.
I thought it was game one, but it probably that makes no sense if it was game one. I thought it was like right off the
that's
game.
ours. There you go.
There you go, Pete.
Trying to be cute. Trying to be cute. Trying to be cute. Just go ahead and get it. There you go.
God, he's just so good.
When you're stop! Oh, rebound.
There you go.
That's right.
Oh,
And one.
There you go, Rook.
He hit an NBA shot tonight. I wish they would replay it or talk about it like I saw it, but it was such an NBA shot.
I like that.
Yeah. I jumped out of my seat and screamed because it was an NBA shot. It was a mid range. It's just the way he went up and who was in his face. It was an NBA straight up shot, and I was like, oh my god, he's on our team. I got excited.
Dude.
I got so excited.
That's 12 offensive rebounds and 22 second chance points for the Bulls tonight, guys.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's so good. I mean, 22 is not good, but it's the offensive rebounds.
Yeah,
Like,
Vooch has 5 by himself.
Yeah. Whew.
That's huge. Like that's such a game changer when that happens because we don't have shooters, so like there should be a lot. Like
that's a very true point. Come on,
you got
give it to him.
Sato taking deep threes. He's decent.
He's been
oh my god, he just bodied the hell out of Jakar. Woo!
Yes.
Yeah, you don't see that anymore. Like no, that's like so rare.
Yeah. And look at this. We're slowing the ball. We're walking it up because we're running clock because it's about to be over soon. Oh.
Yeah, I would take these dudes out.
And now, no, not yet. We got to hit a killer.
Yeah.
We got just one dagger. You're one dagger away.
I need a dagger 3 for Levine to get him to 20 points on the night.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then I need Levert to score 7 points in garbage time.
Here comes the good old gambling.
Dude, I just need those 2 things to happen, and I'll hit on a 6-way parlay in this game.
A 6-way parlay?
Yes.
I have no idea what that means.
It means I made 6 different bets.
It means that he set up
that would happen in this game.
And if he hits it, that's crazy.
Okay. Oh, look at this.
Oh, come on, Zach. You got enough assists. Get that shot up.
Oh, he's got 30 and 15 points. Doo-dah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
30, 15, and 5.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I should have just parlayed Vooch's entire box score.
So a parlay is the number of bets that you make. So you make you had a 3 parlay, you'd be 3 bets you make.
Well, it's pirate code first and foremost.
Okay. Well, thank you.
One.
And another rebound. Another rebound. Come on, boy.
He put that in for an M1 that couldn't. Oh, that would have been 20.
Oh, that didn't count. Oh man, I thought that.
No, he missed it. So yeah. So you could make same game parlays, or you can make parlays across a variety of different games and a variety of different sports. You can make like a baseball, hockey, basketball parlay if you want.
So you need everything has to be hit for you to get money.
Correct. Right, I got you.
Like you can't get 5 out of the 6 is what I'm saying.
So my
I'm asking.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not telling you. I'm asking for my own.
Sure. What are you asking?
But I was asking. You have to get all 6. You can't get 5 of the 6.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll run like promotions where if you get like all but 1, so if you hit on 4 of a 5 parlay, they'll give you like a partial refund.
Okay.
But yeah, generally speaking, the rule is you have to hit on all of them for you to cash out a W on that bet. So like tonight,
what are your 6 parlays?
So tonight I took the Bulls -3. Okay. I took Vooch with 2+ assists. I took P-Dub with 10+ points. I took Zach with 10+ points. 20+ points, and also Zach making 2+ threes. And then I took Levert 25+ points. That was the tough one.
Okay.
So like if you do a parlay of a bunch of things that all are like likely to happen, like Zach LaVine 10+ points, Vooch like 5+ rebounds, it's going to be like not much of a payout at all. So you got to throw in 1 or 2 things that are a little more unlikely to happen So like this parlay that I made tonight, I put $10 down on the wager for all 6 bets. And if all 6 of them hit, I would turn a $10 bet into $200.
What?
So I have a question. So
gambling's awesome,
right?
Do you make the parlays, or are they available to you and you just select it?
So you can make whatever parlay you want, because basically all of the primary players who are starters and then key bench players in most gambling apps, they will have the option of them hitting every point threshold by 5, starting at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then the same thing for assists, the same thing for rebounds, made threes. And then you can just create that and splice in covers, money lines. You can even do like halftime scores, throw over-unders into your parlay if you want.
Okay, you've completely lost me, but all right.
Look, the gambling mat is starting to scare me. Yeah.
I saw this a mile away, Lakina. I saw it a mile away.
I love gambling mat.
Are you really living, if you're not living scared, a little moment of every day?
Wait, what is that from again? I'm trying to remember what that's from.
Oh, well, there's like saying like you should do something every day that scares you. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, that's where it came from. John said it on Outsiders. That's where it came from. John said, he said, I mean, if you're not living scared, what are you doing?
I mean, that's what it taught us. And I'm scared. I'm scared every moment of every day. I don't know how anyone isn't scared all the time. Like if you're like, I'm kind of weird. I don't like big crowds. I'm like, what? That's everyone. I have social anxiety. I hate being in huge crowds. It's like, yeah, everyone. That's just being a human. Like,
yeah.
It's fight or flight, man. Did you see Lion King?
If you win $10 to $200,
I mean, they're giving away money.
Yeah, why isn't there?
Someone has to win.
But and the other thing is that a lot of people are dumb, and a lot of people just throw bets at things that won't hit. And then there are also people who will hit some and miss some, but also throw way bigger bags of money around than I do. Okay. Like I haven't placed a bet other than when I was in Vegas, I put like a few $100 on various March Madness stuff in a day. Other than that, NBA stuff, I'm only putting maybe, somewhere between $25 and $50 down every other night.
Do you guys
some people throw like thousands of dollars at this shit.
Do you know who Haralabal Vulgaris is? He used to be on like Bill Simmons' podcast. He was a gambler. He famously won money on like the Kobe Lakers winning. Like he won like millions of dollars back in the day. The Mavs hired him to be like in the front office.
Of course.
And like this offensive, their good offensive team was like completely constructed because of this gambler. And he was like, "Yeah, I know how to score points. Like, I know the players that score points above value. Like, I'm a gambler." And I'm like, that's so crazy. Like, he made it into like a legitimate.
Oh snap! Hey John, we've done it. We've done it. I've got an NBA text alert about the Chicago Bulls, sir.
Guys,
oh my God.
We're here.
Wow.
We're here.
We have done it. It's talking about Zach LaVine's dunk.
And it's not an alert about who making the other team's coach mad for a late game timeout when the Bulls are down 30.
Well done, Matt. Well done.
That is very cool.
It is very cool.
NBA app alert about the Bulls that involves them winning and not being an embarrassment.
Oh, it feels so nice.
John, Adam says, what did you do today that scared you?
Oh,
good question.
Well, talking to you is always very Adam. You're my cyberbully, and it's like fun to have one as a 36-year-old guy who.
It's okay, John. He was my real life bully when I was a kid. He's not.
Oh, you actually know this guy?
He's all bark and no bite. Yeah, it's my buddy Adam from back home.
Did you put him up? So part of me thinks you put him up to this.
I did not.
Like
I swear.
Oh no, Matt would never do something.
He has texted me after games when he's been in here, being like, "Was I too mean to John tonight? I feel bad. Was I too mean to John?"
There was one time where I was like, is this a bit or is it real?
So you blurred the line one time, sir.
I never like worry, but then I'm like, sometimes as an adult, you're like, wait, should I worry about this? Like, you know what I mean? Where you're like, everything's fine. You're like, wait, no, that's not fine. Like, but no, what I did today was scary.
Look who we got on the floor, gentlemen.
All the human victories are gone.
Only so many more opportunities. Oh God, and him.
Did you have a Felicio parlay?
I did not.
Did you have a Denzel Valentine?
You just traveled 5 times.
No.
Oh, man, Denzel's back in.
I don't even think you can like write them in, like write in candidates on a ballot. I don't think you could make like a will Felicio see the floor tonight, yes or no.
Guys.
Oh, Felicio!
How is this guy? How does this man?
God.
How is this guy?
Like a 6-year-old.
That laugh of yours just now sounded like exactly like the intro to that Gorillaz song.
Feel good.
Like every inflection point was
featuring one of my favorite groups. Featuring one of my favorite groups, De La Soul.
He truly runs like he learned about running from a book.
Yeah.
Like he had to be taught like how to run. He is
Henry killed him.
8.
He is so bad.
Thank you. 8.
Wow. Give him his money. You give that man all that money he earned.
Put it up, Felicio.
He's like not even that big. Like he's not even like 7 feet.
Oh yeah. Oh, cross him up, Denzel.
Hey man, how much joy did you get watching Denzel get crossed over today?
Dude. He said it was the best 2 minutes.
Yeah, but before you hopped on, I told John it was the favorite 2-minute stint of Denzel's NBA career that I've ever
watched. Oh man. Oh, that felt good.
Man.
Oh, that felt great.
I don't even care that my parlay didn't hit, guys. Because you know what feels better than
Adam,
gambling?
With the big boy tip.
Watching the Bulls win.
Oh!
Damn. Adam with the big boy tip.
See, it's like those Sour Patch Kid commercials. First they're sour, then
they're sweet.
Dude, Sour Patch Kids are so good.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, big win. Big
win. 113-97 the final. Thanks for watching the fourth quarter with us, y'all. We are the Bulls Outcasts. This is the Stretch 4. I'm Matt. That's Big Dave. That's John, who's been getting cyberbullied tonight, but it's okay because we feel good.
I am so thrilled he's your buddy.
Miller time.
I thought you knew, man.
I don't think I remembered.
Shout out to Adam, Miller Time, Wags, everybody that's been throwing us some dollars tonight. Appreciate you. Tips always welcome and appreciated. All right, guys. We got through the gauntlet of that crazy West Coast trip. Like, we got through it as in survived it. We didn't win any of the games, but we survived it. And now we get a win against a shorthanded Nets team Sunday. We get a win tonight against a shorthanded Pacers team. And maybe they can use this as an opportunity to actually start building some confidence within themselves, whether it's Donovan and his rotation and feeling confident with that, or the players themselves and the way that they're starting to gel on the floor. But let's start here, John. Vooch, 32, 17, and 5.
Jeez.
What does it feel like after all of the years of your Bulls fandom adopting this team?
Yes.
Since the decline of Derrick Rose and the trade of Jimmy Butler to have a player of this caliber. No disrespect to Zach LaVine, but now having 2 of them with a dude who can put up a stat line like 32 and 17.
He's better than LaVine right now. Like, that's not controversial. I don't think that's that controversial. Like, LaVine's good, but I think he's better. Like, watching him, it feels like a different team. It feels like we have a puncher's chance. And again, he's not Wilt Chamberlain. Like, are we just going to be Midwest Magic? I don't think so, because I think LaVine's better than Gordon. I think we have better but watching him feels like we have a shot. And we have someone that people have to game plan for, and he's smart, and his IQ is like, he makes people better, not just through his stats, but if he can he's the real deal. And I'm so glad we took a risk and said no more hope, no more waiting. Let's see what we got here. I love it.
And one of the favorite things I saw on Bulls Twitter tonight, Dave, before we hopped on, was you talking about how tonight was a great example, but I think it's been evident pretty much every game we've seen from him in a Bulls jersey so far. That man does not waste a single movement or a single second. Whether he's playing on or off the ball, every move that Vooch makes is calculated and the smartest option. Like 99% of the time. What did you see that made you feel like that tonight?
Well, it's more so what I've been watching him do for the past couple of years when I first started paying attention to him. It was one of the things I wrote about when I was writing about Lowry for NBC Sports Chicago at the time. And I mentioned Vooch in the article, and I was talking about how he just wastes no movements. He's not wasteful in anything that he does. He knows what he wants to do. He makes that move, and he goes in and he does it, whether it's shooting the three, whether it's in the post, whether it's a pass. Like, it's not, oh, should I? Maybe I don't know. Maybe turnover. Like it's none of that stuff. It's no wasted motion at all. He is confident, supremely confident in his game. And only people who are confident in their game do that kind of stuff. If you look around the NBA, people who are good don't hesitate. They just go. And he doesn't hesitate. He just goes. He just does. There's no talking. There's just doing. There's just action. And it's just fun to watch. I talked about last show how they have to get him involved early because he's the big guy. The first play of the game went to him. He had 14 shots in the first half. He had 12 and 10 in the first half. That's how you're going to win this game, man. Because John alluded to it. I wouldn't phrase it as he's the better player, but yeah, he's the dude you definitely need to be running your offense through for sure. There's no doubt about it at all. Like, he has to be that one because there's no real answer for a dude that can go inside, outside, and pass like he can do. Teams have to collapse on him. And when you do that, guess who's going to be wide open? Zach LaVine. You're watching Satoransky. You're like, oh my God, he could shoot threes. Who knew? Like, guys are looking better around him right now, man. So all the love in the world to what Vooch is doing.
Yeah. Wag said, so who misses Wendell? Look, Wendell's had some solid games for Orlando, and you would kind of expect that. Usually just a change of scenery will put a little pep in a player's step, a chip on their shoulder. And that team, after trading Vooch and Gordon and Fournier, have no one. So it's like, oh, Wendell, do you want to shoot 15 times a game? Because you can. Go have fun. But the difference in what we have now versus what we had pre this trade, it was driving me crazy when the Bulls were on that ridiculously difficult West Coast trip, dropping those games, and Bulls fans were like, this trade was a mistake. What?
Yeah.
Billy Donovan sucks. I was like, guys, you realize who we're playing, right? You realize that half of this rotation is new. We haven't had practice time. We're on the road playing some of the best teams in the league. Even me, like somewhere between a realist and a pessimist, had faith
a pessimist.
A pessimist. Thank you, John. One of many phrases that you have come up for me that I should trademark.
You should hashtag pecking order.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I had faith that when they got a little bit more playing time together, even without practices, playing time together, and some mediocre opponents, we would start to see results like this. And I mean, John, the fact that two guys that we've spent so much time this season and last season talking about, Kobe White and Lauri Markkanen, were afterthoughts. But the fact that they both had good games off the bench, they combined for 28, 9, and 6 off the bench. And it's like, hey, when you're getting that production from them as reserves, that's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We weren't getting – that's the thing. We had no bench because those guys started.
Right.
Like, and now I think Vooch made up that – had that more than that by himself starting.
Yeah.
So like, you can now move to the bench, and now we have a deep team. Because remember last year, we were the thinnest team. Like, as soon as stars went out, it was like, oh God, here comes Arch and Luke Cornett, and oh God, like we'd had here comes Shaquille, like even though now he's in the first place team, but like it's just so wonderful to see these guys on the bench, and like Kobe will be here. Who knows what Lowry will happen, but at least you feel like Lowry's not a lost cause, right? Like we kind of want him to be free and happy.
Yeah.
At this point, like we understand that if it didn't work out, like we understand you had to deal with a lot. Like we have no ill will. Like we're not going to boo you when you come back. Like, we're rooting for you.
Like even like tonight's game, Matt, because you mentioned how the Pacers are shorthanded and don't have all their players. For me, it says more that the Bulls came out and they dominated this team from the beginning to the end, because that's something we ain't seen all season long. And we play teams that have been shorthanded for sure, but we've been losing to them, or it's been a close game, or we just barely pull it out or whatever. This was over from the beginning. This was start to finish. We kicked their tails. Like, we whooped them like from the beginning. And that's what I took from it. And that's what got me excited, was because I know they don't have all their guys out. I know they don't have the guys in injury. I know Sabonis ain't there and all that. Whatever. I ain't seen the Bulls play like this before. From the opening possession on, I tweeted that out immediately. I said that was an incredible first possession. Even though they missed the shot, I was like, this is an incredible first possession that they just ran. And then they ran 4 straight awesome possessions after that. Like, it was just the competency, man, and the efficiency that they played with. Like, it was a real, for real NBA basketball team. Like, I kept thinking about John the whole time I was watching it, because I just kept hearing him saying, man, basketball is fun. Like, I just kept hearing that in my head, like, because it's true. It was so true watching it.
It's fun when it's fun.
Yeah.
Big Dave, you have a question from Miller Time. Sure. And he gave a tip, so I feel like we should give priority to him.
Oh, of course.
Who is your dream third star to pair with Zach and Vooch?
Oh,
prime Michael Jordan.
Dream third star? Like,
you said dream.
Dream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thor.
Like, sure. The Rock. Let's go. Like, Ric Flair.
I think there's, my answer, and I think it's doable.
Oh, Stone Cold? For sure. Yeah.
No, I wish. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Luka. Is your dream?
No, it's Beal.
Oh, Bradley. Yeah. That's a doable.
Reunite them with, because we think somehow they spent 8 months with their college coach. They have this, like, connection.
Right, with Donovan. It's like,
yeah, it's like, his college coach. It's like, they knew each other for a summer and a fall. Like, that's it.
Right.
Like, come on. We didn't raise them.
Why is everybody saying my name here? What I do, Adam? I don't know what I did. Dave.
That's a great point, Dave.
Well,
I like this,
what's your answer though, Dave? John says Beal. What about you?
I really want Lonzo here. I would love to see him. But as far as a dream is concerned,
dream bigger than Lonzo. Come on.
Well, if I'm dreaming bigger, give me Steph Curry. Like, if I'm dreaming, like what are we talking? Like, is that what we're saying? Give me Steph. That's the dream. Give me that guy. Like, and then give me all the championships after that follow. Yeah, that's a dream. Give me Steph Curry. If you're asking my dream guy, give me Steph Curry. Adam also said, who would you rather be stranded with, Matt or Dave? I guess that's a John question.
Don't make me choose.
Oh, come on. You can talk wrestling with Dave and he won't annoy you with all of his negativity. It's clearly
he said stranded, though. I think sometimes we need a pessimist, and sometimes hope can be a killer in deadly situations. Like,
as they say in Shawshank, hope is a dangerous thing.
It is.
Or it could get you elected president.
Guys, I just saw Shawshank, and it's audacious. Shawshank's pretty good. I don't care who knows. It's a good movie. I'm not afraid to say it. I thought it was good. I think people would like it.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're on the limb on that one. Though,
C. Winston has an interesting one. Kawhi, as far as who would you love to see paired with Zach and Vooch?
But we already got a Kawhi.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say Kawhi, because I was like, we already got Patrick Williams. That's honestly.
So what do you think Kawhi? So let's say the Clippers first round out. They're out of the playoffs. Okay. Kawhi's a free agent. Do you think he leaves?
I don't know. He's a SoCal guy. Like,
yeah, he's got that weird like helicopter. He lives in San Diego. Like, he ain't leaving. Yeah,
he gave up being king of a country to go back to LA.
Yeah,
so I don't see him.
I don't think he's going to come to Siberia for that. Like,
he can never be king. Yeah. Like, he gave up being king. So I don't think he would do that and come here to it or anywhere. I think he's going to try to be king of the Clippers. Like, when you think of the Clippers, you'll think of Kawhi Leonard if they win a championship. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what he wants, is the legacy.
Alexander C. said, claw and paw. It would be really cool to have a duo of the claw and the paw.
Claw.
Did you guys see Worldwide Bob on Twitter today gave a shout out to how awesome Patrick Williams' paw nickname is? And just
really
quality of play on the defensive end as a 19-year-old rookie.
Yeah, he's an amazing rookie. He's a guy you forget's a rookie.
Yeah. There are more national talking heads who are turning their eyes towards P-Dub, and it's really, really cool. Like,
and there are, cool. And he's not in the rookie conversations, but it doesn't feel out of disrespect. It feels like, oh yeah, but he's fine. Like it truly feels like he's not a rookie.
Right. Oh, that's an excellent point. It feels
what I mean?
No, he's a pro. Like he's a pro. We don't put him in this category.
Oh yeah, no,
no, it's fine. Like he doesn't have to be on this list.
We're talking about kids.
Right. We're talking about little guys. His middle name does not have an A, John. I checked. His middle name is Lee.
Oh, someone told me that then. Then I hate the name. Then it's a stupid name. I thought it was like, that was like RKO. I was like, that's kind of cool, I guess. Like,
you guys want to go on a random tangent here with a fun question? JR,
I thought that was the point we were here.
Who watched the Space Jam 2 trailer? Thoughts? Nothing can stop the OG Space Jam.
Nothing will stop it.
I assume we've all seen the trailer by now.
I have. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I didn't feel fantastic.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be worse than, like, and that's also why I feel fantastic. Like, I saw that and I go, we won't have to deal with like what's better. And I love that it's going completely differently, like Warner Brothers, like intellectual property multiverse. Like I just watched WandaVision. I'm prepped for stuff like this. Like, and it's not going to be anything. It's not going to be anything like the Michael Jordan one. No, and I won't have to worry about it as like that conversation because it's a completely different weird thing. I love that his kid got taken away. It's like a Taken movie.
Yeah, Taken movie. Yes,
I thought that was a little too heavy-handed. If we're being honest,
he's winning his son back. What happens if he loses?
It's a cross between Taken, Ready Player One, and Space Jam.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
And shout out to our guy Lawrence Holmes. He was the one who put up the trailer, and Lawrence commented was like, "So it's just Ready Player One, right?" And I was like, "Oh my God, you're totally right."
Yeah, that's really what it looked like.
I think somebody else on Twitter had a funny comment that was like, MJ, dragged this team of just like short, untalented Looney Tunes to a ridiculous come from behind victory against the Monstars. LeBron is drafting all of these like mega powerful animals, humans, wizards from the WB universe. This is going to have an effect on the GOAT conversation if LeBron needs those teammates to win his game.
I'm here for it.
And I was it doesn't change the conversation. It just reaffirms the fact that there isn't a conversation.
But that's the funny part. Because it's like there's no way the space, like that's like saying like, I don't know, LeBron's teams are 4-0 in the All-Star game when he picks his teams. Like, because to me it's like we'll never. It's Michael. LeBron will never get there. Like it'll never be the GOAT. He might be the best player or like the most win. He'll have all the records, But I love it when it's this stupid thing. Like I don't know, man. Like he only had Elmer Fudd. Like,
dude, you just really, honestly, John. The first thought I had was, oh my God, this is going to be a topic on Skip and Shannon, isn't it? Like, which Space Jam is better? Does this mean he's the GOAT now? Like, it's going to be phrased in that kind of way. And I'm going to throw something at my television if I see that happen.
When they posted that list of Godzilla and they left the fifth one blank, I was like, these geniuses, because everyone's going to make their own memes. Like, they are so smart to show that in the trailer. Like, and they left it blank. Like you didn't have to. You didn't have to Photoshop the fifth one out. Like they did it for you. Here's a template. Like go for it. I was like, they know the Night King was there, but Pepe Le Pew was a bridge too far. Like I love it. I'm here for all of it.
He got canceled recently, didn't he?
I mean, like he should. Like he's rapey. Like, but like the Night King, the Night King is there cheering, and I'm like,
Yo, man. Oh, my God.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Johnny with an unfair dark comment should have cast a methed out Chris Birdman Anderson as a Monstar. Hey, Chris Birdman Anderson fought his demons and he came out the other side.
And it was angel dust.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it was meth.
And he got catfished. You guys should go watch that when he got catfished.
He did?
It was a whole Nightline special about it. I watched the whole thing. It was amazing. It was amazing.
During his playing career?
during his playing time.
So he got Manti-Teo'd before Manti-Teo.
No, but his actually was awesome for him, but not really. Like, it was weird. Like, the girl he met, he had never even spoken to, and they thought they had spoken to each other. But there was a girl who was actually portraying that she was like Chris Anderson, and she was portraying like she was this other girl. So she was talking to both of them simultaneously. So they thought they were talking to each other, but they never had met each other. And then they still hooked up when they saw each other, so it didn't matter. And this girl lived in like Canada. She was like way out in Canada with friends and family. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy, and it's worth your time. Just go check it out and watch it. It's amazing.
I have so many questions, but I feel like we should move on.
Yeah, I got answers.
Guys, what? I just saw this tweet with a comment from Donovan who said he would have played Lowry more tonight, but he got kicked in the leg and needed a break. And then the game was out of reach, so he didn't put him back in. Lowry played 22 minutes tonight off the bench, as opposed to Kobe's 31.
Ooh.
At this point, you know, even as a once diehard Lowry believer who has cast off of Lowry Island, I didn't look at the box score and see Lowry's 22 minutes and think he should have played more. Like,
not 1 second.
Like, what's the point? If he's going to go sign some offer sheet as a restricted free agent this summer, and, you know, shout out to our old pals, you know, Goff and Casey Johnson and Rob Schaefer, the latest Bulls Talk pod, they were talking about this, and I agree with them. They think, and so do I, Lowry's going to get a ridiculous offer somewhere this summer. Yeah. And by ridiculous, I mean just like substantially more than he has proven to be worth in his NBA career thus far.
Agreed.
If the Bulls have other plans, if they want to maybe try and restructure Zach LaVine's contract, if they maybe want to go out and whether it's bidding on Lonzo or finding some better starting point guard than Sato and spend money in that regard, and by the way, your 19-year-old rookie who we're gushing about is your starting power forward of the future, why do we care about Lowry minutes anymore? Should we care about Lowry minutes anymore? To me, it's an obvious no.
No, we shouldn't care about them anymore, but I think he's thinking just in terms of coaching, like he's here, he's going to have to play, you know, and stuff like that. Like, he's still going to be of importance as the Bulls try to make this run, you know, to get in the playoffs, because he'll still get you 15-6, which is what he got you tonight. So that's still pretty important. And he wants him to be confident in his game and all that kind of stuff. So I think it was more kind of coach speak than big picture speak about Lowry's career. So that was more, you know, of the moment and, you know, how he wants him to be more comfortable as the season goes on, because they're going to need him. I mean, you're going to need a guy with that kind of skill set, if only to just fool people into thinking that he's good coming off the bench.
I mean, dude, 15 points, 3 of 4 from downtown, 5 of 7 overall, chipped in 6 boards. That's a great bench player.
Yeah, excellent. Man, you're right, and John and Matt, y'all were right when y'all looked at those numbers and you saw them. You're like, you know, it didn't even bother you because you saw them coming off the bench, and it didn't bother you. It didn't hurt you. 15-6. I didn't even think about it because I got a guy out here dropping like 35 and 17. Right. So I didn't care. You know, it didn't bother me at all. Like, I was totally fine with it.
Not that Matt saying I really like beat up at the 3, but it doesn't mean I want to keep Lowry. that's fair.
Fair point. Yes, very fair. Oh, Lowry, why? We loved you so. Man. We wanted you to be that man. You didn't want it, but now you're gonna go play with Luka and hit 3-pointers all day long.
Yeah, and we'll be mad and he'll be hurt, but he's definitely gonna get money from somewhere. People have money. People have Giannis money. They were waiting for Giannis.
Yep.
They got
Giannis, and like, you know, there are so many others that were going to be in that 2021 free agent class that everybody kept talking about in 2018 and 2019, and now they're all signed. So
right,
they're all
where are you going to spend your money? Which is another reason why Bulls fans are like, like, you know, we could have just gotten rid of autos expiring and had all this money instead of like giving up draft picks to get Vooch. And I was like, and who would we be signing this summer? I mean,
no one gets free agents.
I didn't want another second of that man on my team. So there was no way. I don't care. He got Otto Porter Jr. out of here, man. Listen, the only person who I knew didn't like him less than me was John. So he had to go. It was time for that man to get out of here.
JR.
He got to go. And then what does he do when he gets there? He gets injured. As soon as he gets in there, he gets hurt. So, yeah, get this dude out of here, man.
JR using the Sabine line about Lowry, but as far, you know, the Sabine line about Wendell, about Lowry. Lowry is fine. All caps.
Fine.
That's
probably true. But we at least know we can explode.
Right, for sure. One quick last shout out before we get out of here. Troy Brown Jr. We talked about how we love the new Stacyism of what can Brown do for you. I mean, 15 minutes off the bench tonight, nothing spectacular, 3 points, 3 rebounds, but his defensive presence, whether it's around hassling guys around the perimeter, fighting his way through screens in a way that nobody on this Bulls team in years has shown that same level of tenacity fighting through screens. Getting his hands in passing lanes. That one steal that he had where he was just providing a little bit of sag-off help when Levine was playing one-on-one and Levine's guy was driving to the paint. Troy Brown just steps over, whoop, swipe steal. Like, this team has been sorely lacking in that area of defensive capabilities, creating turnovers, getting out in the fast break from those turnovers. And he's not a great three-point shooter. No, let's not try and pretend he's anything better than he is on the offensive end. I'm pretty sure we saw him pull a Michael Carter-Williams from a corner three tonight, hit the side of the backboard. But let the kid keep working on his three ball, and in the meantime, he's giving you hella good hustle minutes on the defensive end.
Yeah, Stacey King said that he came to Billy Donovan, and one of his questions was, Troy Brown asked him, one of his questions was, how do I get on the floor? He came to, he want to know, what can I do to get on the floor? And obviously it's defense, because like you mentioned, Matt, the team was definitely lacking that. So now what's great about AK and Mark Eversley is you shored up two things. You shored up defense in your front court by getting Daniel Theis, and then you showed up defense in your back court by getting somebody like Troy Brown Jr., because that's why things look a little better when they're moving a little better, because guys can get into the rotations, because they know if they're even a little bit late, you still got somebody who's a defensive stopper who will cover your back. And that's a big deal. That is a big deal to a young team who's still trying to figure stuff out when you got something there that can save you. That's why Vooch is such a big deal. When you got a guy like, man, this is going so wrong, I don't know what to do. Here, go ahead, do your thing. It's a great feeling. And Troy Brown Jr. has been magnificent. It's the game within the game that he's playing. That's the play where he swats the ball off of the opposing player when he's diving out of bounds, when he takes that charge on Jeremy Lamb because he's so frustrated with how he's guarding him. That kind of stuff. That's the stuff that you need, man. Not crazy more three-pointers, not turning the ball over because you're trying to cross over everybody. You need competent IQ basketball, and that's what he's giving you right now. So you got to keep that on the floor. I don't see how you don't keep that on the floor.
John?
I totally agree. I see a comment comparing him, why do we hate on Chris Dunn? And now we're praising him. And it's Chris Dunn started. He's a starting point guard who shot 12% from three. This is the eighth man off the bench who only gives you hustle points. It is a completely different rubric.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
you need Chris Dunn.
Yeah. And let's be clear. Maybe his defense wasn't that great. Maybe his individual defense didn't help us win games. And team defense is always better. And maybe maybe if Chris Dunn was an eighth person off the bench, we'd love him.
Yes, he was a sixth man, and important. He's playing the most important position on the floor, and he's not good at it. That's an issue.
It wasn't like he wasn't a bad. It wasn't like he was a bad shooter. It was that he was allergic to shooting. He was the worst shooter. We have Sato shooting. We know.
Yeah, we know. Right.
Sato looks like Steph Curry compared to him.
I love that this commenter, Matthew, called me out specifically for hating on Chris Dunn and praising Troy Brown. And I didn't have to say anything. You guys were both just like, what?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that is the difference, though.
Was a four-year college player and a top 5 pick in the NBA draft.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a difference. He's playing point guard. You need point guards in this league.
Colin says Chris Dunn even in the NBA anymore.
No, he's
he hasn't played all year.
He has not
played a minute for the Atlanta Hawks.
If I see Troy airball 3 and then 2 seconds later flex because he kind of moved his feet better than others, then we can get this guy thought he was a king.
Matthew said Chris was one of the best defenders in the league last year and got no love. He's a clamp guy. At this point, I'm suspicious that he's trolling us with this much Chris Dunn love.
Guys, every defensive player of the year is a forward or a center, which means we do not know how to judge defense. Because if he's one of the best, like, why is it always this? Who has the most blocks? That's who wins.
Scottie Pippen never won defensive player of the year.
Sean Marion was all defense once. Second team. Like we don't know how to the goal isn't to prevent points, it's to score points. Unfortunately, that's the game.
Yeah.
So y'all hate
Matthew's y'all hating. I
am hating him. I hate watching him play basketball. I'm on the record.
Take another gander at Chris Dunn's stats from last year as our starting point guard.
Oh my god!
And I would also love to take a gander at his stats this year, Matthew. Wait, we can't.
Yeah. Our stats are the same. His stats are the same as the Outcasts.
That's true.
Remember that Tony Snell line?
Slightly worse than Denzel Valentine's stats.
Slightly, right?
But you're right. It is fair. We are hating because I do not like watching him. He took years off my life. I feel like he owes me something.
Yes. I agree.
He didn't start. He came off the bench. No, he was demoted. He started. He did start, Matthew. Yes, he did.
Started, demoted, and then came back into the starting lineup when people started dropping like flies.
Yeah.
And
got him out of here.
His defense in there.
I mean, you think AK would let talent go? Is all I'm telling you. If you're not going to trust that dude and his assessment of talent, then I don't know what to tell you. Because he's telling
average like 6 fouls per 36 minutes, by the way. Clamp God, Chris Dunn.
Chris Dunn, yeah, man. Chris Dunn.
19% from behind the line. Oh,
19%.
Let's get out of here. I'm done with this conversation. Guys, we got a 2-game winning streak. We could try for a 3-game winning streak when we play the Chris Dunn-led Atlanta Hawks on Friday.
Oh, the revenge game. Oh, it's coming
Chris
on.
Dunn revenge game.
Oh, no, they're going to get Felicio, too. Put the band back together.
Oh, God, I need it. Let me get some Chris Dunn v. Denzel Valentine. Just back and forth, baby, all night.
Can't wait.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Just a reminder, if you ever miss these live Hot Mic Outcast shows, you can always catch the BAWL on BAWL's YouTube of archived episodes for all of our episodes there. And wherever you find your podcast, the BAWL on BAWL's podcast thread as well to get these in podcast form. Appreciate hanging with us. Appreciate the tips tonight, everybody. And appreciate the comments as always. You guys are funny. We enjoy hanging out with you. For Big Dave and John, I am Matt. Enjoy your middle of the week. We will see you back on Friday.